What up, folks? Welcome back to Ultrazilla Toys, and today I have a review of the Hasbro Overwatch Ultimates Tracer. Alright, my zillions, we have a brand new line of toys here from Hasbro. To go along with the Power Rangers, they also have the Overwatch license. We first saw these at I was gonna say Toy Fair, but we didn't. It was some other show where we first saw them, but you know, I got to see them in person at Toy Fair, and I was quite impressed. Now, I was still on the fence about getting them because I don't play Overwatch. I don't know anything about the property. Yeah, all that. You know, like I know they're like kind of superhero. As been described to me by my Repack podcast, co-hosts, sometimes co-hosts, whenever I'm on, friends, G.I. Joe meets superheroes, right? Like, I think that's pretty cool. That sounds awesome to me. So, yeah, I was like, you know what? Once I see them in store, if I like what I see, I'll go for it. And if you guys watched my Ultrazilla live this weekend, I was at Target and I was looking for them as well as the Power Rangers. And I found one Power Ranger, and long story short, I was not able to buy that Power Ranger because the street date for that one for Target is May 1st. Now, both this line and the Power Rangers line have been found at Targets and Walmarts, and people have been able to buy them. Is what it is. Some places are super strict, some places are not. It is a roll of the die. Now, today I went into Target this morning, and I went to Target not to buy figures, honestly, because my little Target is like a small urban Target, and they have figures, but it's not like a ton of stuff. I wasn't looking for this, nor did I find this, but I did find the two packs. And they weren't even out yet. They were in a box, in a cart, waiting to be put out, and I asked if I could open a box, and they said, sure, and I bought the 2 packs, but I want to start with Tracer, who I found later in the day at GameStop. Now, for me, Tracer here, and I always want to just call her Figma Tracer, because that was my first real exposure to this character, was the Figma one. Not that I bought that one, but I've been tempted to buy that one many times because I think just the character design looks amazing, and it's what really like initially attracted me to the whole line and want to know more. So, you know, I was really happy to get it. They had all 4 of the single carded figures in the line, which includes Lucio and the 2 figures that I can't recall their names. But this is the one I wanted, as well as the giant Reinhardt, and I ordered that one on Hasbro Pulse, so that one's coming, and I have the 2. So we're gonna have a lot of Overwatch this week, is what I'm telling you. And hopefully some Power Rangers if Hasbro's Pulse decides to ship my my Lightning collection. So we shall see, but Figma Tracer here. No, Tracer from the Overwatch Ultimates. Let's get to it. Alright, for her accessories, and full disclosure here, I lost one already. I just got this. She, out of package, there was kind of an odd odor in the package, and I decided to give her and her accessories a wash, and I forgot to plug the drain, and I lost one of the hands down the drain. I do these things. It is what it is. It was a open hand, and it's fine. I probably wasn't going to use it anyway. She's a double-fisted gun girl for me. But luckily, it wasn't this saluting hand, which is cool. So there you have that. Speaking of the guns, she comes with her 2 guns. I don't know what they're called. My apologies. They are white and kind of this like dark gray. Sculpt is pretty good. The paint, it's a little fuzzy. It goes out of the lines a little bit. It's not quite perfect, and I gotta have to, do the spoiler warning here. You're gonna have a little bit of paint issues on these figures. So far, the 5 that I've picked up have a little bit of issues here and there, but this isn't bad. for those guns, we have two effect parts. They kind of remind me of the Iron Man effect parts, but they're not. Nice little blue, like crystally blue effect parts. I like them. I think they look pretty good. And you just would take this and you would pop them in the front of the gun. So that's pretty cool. She holds the guns pretty good, which is, as you saw at the very top of the video, which is nice. Because I do another spoiler warning for the future reviews. Some of the other figures do not. But this holds very nice and it looks really good. Speaking of looks, I think she looks pretty awesome. Segway achieved. I really like her, and I'm really glad about that because, again, this is one of the ones I most wanted because I wanted a Figma one for so long. Yeah, I think this one looks pretty good. Looking at her head sculpt, you can see the eyes inside look nice. There is a weird thing, and I'm not the only one to have noticed this, but the goggles aren't painted perfect. Mine in particular aren't bad, but they are a little gloopy. Like you can see the white around the translucent plastic there, the clear plastic, yellow plastic looks good actually, that it is a bit chunky all around. It's not perfect. It can be fixed, you know, but definitely something to note there. That doesn't look so hot. But overall, I think the head sculpt is really nice. I really like it. Her lips look really good. I like the look on her face. A little bit of a side mouth there. That is very nice. Now, if only they would give that to Starscream. Hair looks really good. Good sculpt. Look at the back since I turned her around here. I really like whatever this thing is. You know, I know she's kind of, you know, like the Flash of the group. So I don't know if, you know, she has jet propulsion from the back. I want to do more research on them. Right now, I just think they're cool. But definitely, I want to do more research on them. It looks really good. My voice just went. So let's get a drink. Sip of coffee later. I like the silver, and the sculpt inside that looks really good. This one is a gunmetal, and that looks pretty cool. This rotates before I figure... Oh, again, it comes completely off, I guess. Yeah. Don't know what this is, but I guess it's an accessory if it comes off. You guys can let me know. Yeah, the boxes need to tell you more stuff, I think. It'd be cool because I feel like a lot of folks, kind of like me, are going to jump on this line because their figures look really nice and the designs are really good. But they don't know a lot about Overwatch, you know? Like, I feel like they're missing an opportunity to give us more info. The boxes do have, like, some stats, but even more stuff would be nice, in my opinion. Going to the front and her chest here, I really like this thing, whatever it is. Very Ultraman, Iron Man-ish. I like it a lot. Blue looks really great. The silver looks awesome. The white around it looks cool. Then her jacket, starting with these parts down here, they look good. Her collar looks nice. It's painted fine. The sculpt is really good. I do dig it. I like, I didn't mention the rest of this, but I like the orange on her shoulders, you know, that come up from her jetpack thing. Fast pack. What is she, a Valkyrie? Here you got the symbol. Is that the Overwatch symbol? Yeah, I know nothing. But it's tampoed real good, whatever it is. Little messy on her sleeves here that are rolled up. It's not the greatest, but it's okay. I guess she's British, so that's pretty cool. Makes this character even cooler. I do dig that. You know, there's a little bit of weird paint down here. I don't know what that is all about. Moving across to her arms here. So you got this cool armored piece down here. I think looks okay. It's just done in white on both sides, and then they go into her rather large looking hands. That's fine because, you know, as long as they hold the guns right, it's not the worst thing in the world. Yeah, it looks fine. And then you got these straps that come down from her harness over here. They look pretty good. Nicely done. And then her pants are pretty much like the stars of the show. I really dig them. You know, it says Tracer there. You got all this cool stuff going on here. Really well sculpted, painted in gray. And then I love how her tights here gradiate from this orange to yellow. Really, really nicely done. Looks great on all sides. Her shoes look really cool. I always dug her shoes. Really nice designs, and I think the Hasbro team captured them well. Yeah, looks good. I like the silver. A little bit of paint mess up on here, like some of that silver bled onto the white there, but sculpt is pretty good. So I think, you know, and despite a couple very, very minor paint issues, I think she looks pretty awesome, for sure. Articulation on Tracer, you have that kind of standard Hasbro hinge ball jointed neck, which works well. You got a hinge swivel at the shoulders. You have, it is an elbow swivel, but it's like kind of like an upper elbow swivel. It looks like a single jointed elbow, but it kind of looks like a double jointed elbow. It's hard to say, and it won't work anyway because of her sleeve there. But I do see, like, it might just be a deep joint, but kind of almost looks double jointed. Hinge swivel at the wrist. Now, her chest is where, and where all these figures are pretty awesome. You got this, although this one, as far as the top joint here, it's all right. You know, you're not getting a ton of range of motion back and front, but that's fine. You do get rotation. Now, she does have a joint underneath her coat here, which allows her to bend and bend backwards, which is cool. You're going to see it more on the other figures, but it does work, and I think this little combo here is actually cooler than like having a waist swivel. Full splits, which is great. Kicks that much, not much to the back. You have a thigh swivel. Double jointed knee is a little bit hindered, gotta say. Rocker at the foot, and then you have the hinge there, and it does swivel around. So that's fairly, standard Hasbro Marvel Legends-y, but it doesn't look as bad. Sometimes the heels look really bad on, especially the Marvel Legends, but I think that one works pretty good. So overall, I do like her articulation. It's especially in the chest, I really like that hinge chest. I think that really works really nicely. Size comparisons, here she is with a SHF Praetorian Guard, Zombie Genom, Black Series General Grievous, Legends Hercules, Legends Pepper Potts, and as you can see, Tracer's pretty small, but I think she's supposed to be. Mezco Popeye, finally one of her wave mates, Anna. And my final thoughts, I like this figure. I think she's really cool. Definitely worth getting. I mean, especially if you were thinking about getting the Figma ones, this is perfectly fine. Really cool. I do dig it. You know, a couple of slight paint imperfections, but I really want to say slight on this one. It's not so bad, you know, like the biggest fault isn't, the one I had where I lost a hand. Otherwise, it's pretty cool. Kind of hard to get her to sleep rather well there, but that's not the biggest deal either. I like it. I do dig it. I think this is a really cool start to the line, even though I didn't get her first today. It's quite okay. I really want to start out with her because when I think of the whole Overwatch deal, I think of Tracer first. I really do. So there you go. I couldn't have thought of a better figure to start out my reviews of this line. And let me know your thoughts on the line, or Overwatch itself. Do you play? Have you read some of the comics or whatever is out there? Let me know, because I want to know more about it, and I want to know your thoughts and what you think. Are you excited about this? Getting affordable Overwatch figures? Because I know a lot of folks that are. And me personally, I am too, because as someone that didn't play the game at all, I just wanted to have some cool figures with really neat designs. It really appeals to me. As a guy that's designed a lot of characters in his life, these guys are really, really slick. So yeah, about 20 bucks each. I'm good with it. All right, so there you go. That's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts below. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. If you like this review and want to buy me coffee, check me out on Coffee. The links are down below. Thanks again. Till next time. Peace out, peeps.